Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm really excited to take you along as I decorate my porch outside for Christmas. It's one of my favorite things to do for the season. I love making a big, beautiful basket in my planter out there and just putting up the lights and lots of wreaths and ribbons and things like that. Normally I can get this done in one day, but this year things got away from me and I've had to do it over the course of 2 days, but that's okay. Sometimes that's the way it works, right? But I'm really excited to show you how things are coming together. So today I'm going to be finishing it up and yeah, I'm really excited. So let's get going and let's head outside. Got to bundle up. It has turned really cold here. So we got to bundle up and get our stuff on, but yeah. Let's start heading outside and finishing up my porch for Christmas. Let's go. So let's roll back the clock and take a look at how the house looks before all the decorations go up. My husband and I are going to work on putting on the wreaths on the top windows. We did this last year for the first time and I loved it, but this year we're doing something a little different. I'm using red ribbon to loop into the windows to hold the wreaths in place. Command hooks just were not cutting it. It was too funny. The neighbors were laughing at us at how many times the wreaths actually fell down. So finally we went that route. Now I'm going to work on the front door wreath. This is a new one for me. I had an old wreath that I just didn't get around to finishing and sprucing up or changing. So I'm just going to add some twinkle lights to it. And this battery box is, ladies, is the best thing since sliced bread. I got this for my husband for Christmas a few years ago and we love it. So now I'm just going to tie in the battery box. It has a timer. These are from Costco. I got a great deal. If you follow me over on Instagram, you would have seen me post about these, and I'd love for you to come over and follow me over there. But I got an 8-pack online from Costco for $29. Amazing deal for twinkle lights. And here's how the wreath currently looks. It's a work in progress. I have to add some things to it, but this is a good start for now. I'm just going to bring out all the things I think I'm going to use on the front porch. A lot of this stuff in this basket is actually going to be for my planter box that you see there behind the ladder. I did go out to Home Depot again this year and get some more of my greenery for this box. It's one of my favorite things to do. So now I'm just going to gather everything up and start to organize so I can get decorating. And here are the greens that I picked up from Home Depot. So I got some cedar, I got some pine, and I got some spruce, I think it is. And they give you fairly big bundles for about, now this year they did go up in price. Last year they were $9.99 and of course now they're $10.99. I mean, isn't that the way of the world? Everything is going up. And then I got these birch branches. Actually, my husband and I went out into the forest one day and we got those for my box and for the front of my porch. So really excited to use those. But then when I looked in the planter box, the soil had gone all the way through. So I have to take some soil from this planter. Luckily my husband hadn't dumped it all out, and fill it into, try to bring up the soil in the other one so I can at least have something for the branches to be secure in. And I have another idea for my planter box this year, so I needed some height in it, so I used this old pot, filled it up, and then this plant stand. And you'll see in a second what I intend to use it for.
And for small, all the fire is popping, the chestnuts are cracking, yeah. Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas, baby. The snow is laying 2 feet deep. Now wish upon a falling star, so all your secret dreams can come true.
So here's my idea. I want to take my old lantern and fill it with some old Christmas balls and use that in my planter. I had originally wanted to put like, what's that called, the shepherd's hook in there, but I couldn't find any, and that's why I was using the planter and the plant stand to just kind of elevate the lantern up a bit. And I love the way this looks. It looks so cool. I'm really happy with it. So now I'm just going to continue on filling in my planter box.
Merry Christmas, baby. There's something that happens when something that happens when December.
And here's a quick glimpse at how the box is looking. I absolutely love it. And I put a couple of those birch logs in there. And I had those red sticks from last year, so I just used those again. I love it. I love it with the lantern in there. I think it looks so pretty.
Merry Christmas, baby. Yeah.
Now I had some extra stems, so I thought I would make a swag for underneath my light on my garage. Usually I put a wreath up there, but we changed our lights this year, so a wreath just won't fit. But I thought a swag would look perfect here. So luckily I had some leftover stems from the planter, and I'm just adding in this old pick I have, and then I'm going to tie it up onto the light over the garage, and wait till you see how it turns out. It is so pretty and the perfect thing for this spot. Now moving on to the garland that I put up around the front of the house on these pillars. I tried something different this year. I am not taking it all the way across. I'm letting some tails hang down. So I do have to attach them to the posts so that everything stays in place. But this is a work in progress too, and it will change up. So stay tuned to see how that all comes together. So here are a couple things that we're going to be working on today. I want to replace a bow that is up on my garland outside. So I made this bow from that beautiful red velvet ribbon that I got at Michael's this year. I love it. And then this wreath here is huge. I've had it for a number of years. And this is the one that goes over my dining room. I changed it up quite a bit this year. I tried to fill in some of the bare spots with these this is just a dollar store garland. It's actually two of them. And then I made another big red bow for here. So that has to go up. It has lights on it, so I have to connect all those. But that is the big project for today. These are the finishing touches that I'm adding to the front of my house. So now I'm just going to hang up the wreath that goes over my dining room window. I don't know if you can see, but I have two very large command hooks there. They have been up there for years actually, and they haven't come down. I needed to for the size of this wreath, because one of the first years that I put this up, if we got any type of windstorm, it was too funny. I was chasing this darn wreath down the road because one hook just would not hold it. So I have learned it needs two hooks, and luckily these ones have stayed up forever. So now I'm just going to connect all the wires. Unfortunately, it doesn't look the greatest. You can see some of the wires, but that's just that's just the way it is. So now I'm going to work on replacing this sad little red bow here with the one that I made from the red velvet. And as you can see from the garland, I ended up taking off that red ribbon. It was just way too much. I hated it. So I took off the garland and it looks so much better. This is a close-up shot, so yes, of course you can see all the lights, but from a distance you don't. And then at night it just twinkles and sparkles and looks gorgeous. Next up, I wanted to do something a little different with the leftover birch logs that I had, and I had just a few little pieces of greenery left. So here underneath this window frame, I thought I would layer some of the greenery and then put the birch logs there, and it looks really, really neat. Even my husband thought it looked pretty nice, so he was pretty happy with it. I had thought about doing a red bow, but I have so many on the house, I think it was enough. So I just left it as is. And then over here, I found this in the house, this little Believe little ornament, and I thought that would look so cute on the lantern. So that's all I'm doing here. Now I'm going to turn my attention to this little corner. As you can see from the front door, not a lot of space to do anything. So I thought, well, I'll just take some, this little planter here and put it in the corner, see how it fits. And then I had these candy canes that I have used for a number of years, usually in my big planter pot. But again, this year I wanted to do something a little different, so I thought I would use them over here and just anchor them into this little pot with some soil. The ends of those things, as you can see, they're very tall, but the ends are actually steel. I could not bend them, I could not cut them, could not do anything with them, so I was stuck with how high they had to stick out of the pot. So in order to conceal them, I just went and got some more garland, cut a piece off, and I'm just going to wrap it around the top of the pot and the base of the candy canes just to kind of anchor them in and to hide their metal rods. And it was still looking a little blah, so I had some old poinsettia picks, and I thought I would add them into the base of this. And I actually really, really love the way this turned out. It looks so cute, and it's a perfect little thing next to the front door. And then if you can't tell here, I did add in some more lights here into the, wrapped it around all the greenery so that the planter gets illuminated at night as well. And now I'm going to give you a quick look at how the house turned out so far. There's a few little tweaks here and there, but it is so pretty. I love all the wreaths. I love the way the garland is this year on the front porch instead of it going straight across. I love the way it kind of swags. It's almost like something you would do on your mantle. And that red velvet bow in the middle made all the difference. I love the way this wreath turned out using those dollar store garlands with the red berries and the pine cones. Looks really, really pretty. And of course the red bow again. And this little pot is just the icing on the cake for my porch. I don't do much else on my porch because we do get, when we get snow, and our porch really accumulates it. So there's no point in keeping, chairs or anything like that out there. It just wouldn't work. So this is just enough for my house to feel all nice and festive for the holiday season. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you got some decor inspiration to maybe add something festive to your front porch. Let me know down in the comments below, do you decorate a front porch? Do you even have one that you have space to do anything with? I'd love to know. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but in the clips coming up, it had actually, as I was finishing up, it was starting to snow. It was like a perfect finish to this day of putting up all my Christmas decor outside. It was just so festive and cozy. It was wonderful. Thank you again for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And until I talk to you in my next video, guys, I hope you have a great week.
My winter wonderland. I wanna sing about the Christmas on its way. A reason to hang around and celebrate this day. Everyone's smiling and it's snowing. It's the time of year again. I'm happy you're here. My winter wonderland.